All right. Good morning. Salutations. It is June 29th. I once again just left Tennessee 91, the parking lot there. Got dropped off by John from Boots Off Hostel, shuttled me up here. And my goal for the day is even loftier than yesterday. Yesterday I did 20.9 miles. It's a good day. Humid day. It's going to be hotter today, but hopefully with a little more breeze. And my end goal is 21.6 miles. Because today, I'm getting to Damascus, baby. I cannot wait to be back in my home state. But right now, as you can see, I'm just walking in a pasture. And pasture goes up to a ridge line. A ridge line's about 3 miles ahead. And then I pretty much coast for a while. I want to say about pretty much the last 10 miles of the day is slowly going downhill into Damascus. So if I see anything cool, I'll bring you back, but I'm just planning to have a good walk today. And thanks for walking with me. This barn I have seen more pictures of than pretty much anything on the trail except for McKiffey Knob or Katahdin. Pretty cool that I finally see a landmark that's so familiar. It's a good day today. I mean, the views around here are spectacular. Really wide open. You know, just I'm sure they're gonna get better as soon as I top this next crest of this hill. The breeze is nice today. The breeze is very nice today. Yep. So here's the valley that I'm down in. A couple birds that are just scattering because I'm showing up. But yeah, so that's the barn with a big old AT on it. So now all I gotta do is walk another 21 miles. What a day. Beautiful, perfect day to be out. I'm gonna say that a lot today because starting tomorrow I'm probably gonna get peed on by the rain for the next 3 or 4. If I'm lucky, I'm gonna make it up to Grayson Highlands without rain, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. But so human lock. Cows. Really? There. Can't even figure out a human lock. I guess I'm just out of practice with society. But I'm okay with that. And all of a sudden I can't aim my camera at myself. But anyway, time to walk and watch out for cow poo. Because this is the pasture where the cows are. Good morning, ladies. By all means, keep doing what you're doing. I guess everybody's just having a great day today. Okay, so we've made it a little ways in. We're officially at the Double Springs shelter. Not really much of a shelter. It's lower than some of the other ones yesterday. Jeez. Be bonking my head in there for sure. But this actually begins the bear closure that runs for the next 13 miles, I think. And I'm going the wrong way Gotta go back over here. But, yep, we're just gonna roll along, enjoy the day. I was gonna stop and do something here, but I don't even know if I want to sit here, to be honest. It's not even a very pretty spot. No breeze. I think I'll rock along until I get to the next one. And then, of course, if I see anything cool before then I'll check in. But it's hot. It's very warm already. It's gonna get up to like 84 today. And it's humid. So, you know, on second thought, it's probably not a bad idea to grab some water while I'm here. Yeah, I'm gonna slug a liter and then I'm gonna grab another liter, so I'll check back in when I start hiking again. Well, there you have it. For the next 13 miles is closed to camping. Thankfully, it's not closed to walking. So I'm going to try and scoot through here as quick as I can. Hopefully I'll get through here at the next 3 hours or so. 3.5 hours. And yeah, just gonna keep going. It's muggy, it's gross out here. But it's still better than being inside. So I'm still getting to smell the woods. Got to see the cows this morning. Tell you what, I was not really expecting to be dodging cow crap on the AT, but yet there we were, dodging cow crap on the AT. So we're gonna keep going, and I'll check back when I see something cool. Oh yeah, one more thing, side note. Double Springs shelter back there was actually just past the high point for the day. So the next 18 miles into Damascus are essentially downhill. It's kind of a continuation of the ridge walk I did yesterday, except this time I'm actually going north again. Yesterday I went south back down to the hostel. So feels good to be making more progress one way or the other. Either way, I'm gonna see every single mile of this trail. Loving it out here. So anyway, yeah, that was the update. Got about probably 90% of today is downhill. Got a couple little dips with climbs back out, but elevation wise, I'm not going to be any higher in the air than I was about 10 minutes ago. So we'll keep going and I'll check back. All right, check in. I've reached low gap. Let's see what it is there. So that means I got 14.8 left to go for the day. I've done 6.8, 6.9. So make a good time. It's about 11:30 right now. Excuse me. The horseflies are insane up here. They keep trying to drill into my scalp through my my buff, which is not fun. But the breeze is keeping at least the gnats and the mosquitoes away, which is awesome because there were a bunch of mosquitoes and gnats back at that first shelter, at Double Springs shelter. So we are climbing out once again of low gap. Every time you see the word gap, just know you gotta climb right after that. And I guarantee you, 95% of the time, that's one steep climb. It's not a long one, but it's gonna be a steep one. So I'm gonna motor on up this thing and I'll check in when I see the next thing there is to see. Sometimes it's a good idea just to stand and enjoy the breeze. Apparently These guys don't do so well just in dirt, but he's almost to the edge. He'll grab a hold of a leaf. There you go, buddy. And he'll start trucking along. That's the biggest inchworm I've ever seen. That guy was like 2.5 inches long. The breeze up here is fantastic. I'm getting close to another shelter. It's not really listed as one. It's, you know, kind of an emergency only, like really decrepit lean-to. And the next actual shelter is about 1.1 down the trail from that. So I'm not going to go down this side trail to this first shelter. I think it's a side trail, but I'm not going to go because I still got a bunch of miles to cover today. And I think the second shelter is like right on the trail. I'm going to check that one for water. I still got 2 liters left, but it's getting hot. It's getting really hot. Like I said before, it's supposed to get up to 84 today by about 4 p.m. Right as I'm getting close to busting back out in the open today. So I'm gonna keep moving, try and pick up my pace a little bit and see what happens. Okay, so I have made it to Abingdon Gap Shelter, Low Bridge. Okay. I'm gonna sit here for a minute. I'm gonna have some water and think about going to get it here. It's a steep point too downhill from this shelter. There was no water whatsoever back at the McQueen's Knob, that last one, shelter. So I think the next water's still like almost 6.5 miles away from here. So I gotta be kind of sparing with my use of it today. But either way, I'm gonna rest, eat myself some gummy bears, and yeah, get some water. I'll keep moving before too long. Okay, just checked gut hook. And according to them, the next water is actually 8 miles away. So I'm not going to drink anything here. I'm just going to have my gummy bears. And then I'm going to keep walking because I have 10 miles left in my day. And 8 of that I have to make do with on 2 liters of water. Thank God I'm going downhill, but it is a hot one today, so I'm going to put electrolyte mix in both bottles that I have because I don't want to get too dehydrated and start getting cramps. But it's what we deal with out here. It's a moment I'm just glad it's not raining. So we're going to make it. It's going to be a good day. Well, it is a good day, but it's still going to stay a good day. But, I'll catch up with you when I get back down on the trail a little ways. So, apparently, they build these shelters for Oompa Loompas. Yeah, I'm standing flat on the ground here. I'm not standing on the picnic table. Anyway, moving along, and it's mostly downhill from here. Oh, got stiff sitting there. But we are, like I said, 10 miles from the end goal for today. And those 10 miles are going to be fun. But also because if you watch this, you're probably aware that Damascus is the first town that we get to going northbound into the state of Virginia. Which means I'm hitting another state, knocking another one out today. It's gonna feel good when I get to that sign. And if I don't see anything else until then, I will definitely bring you back for that. But I gotta keep walking. Okay, decided to bring you back here because I did find something cool. This is a Berkeley's polypore. I've been seeing them a lot, and just, to give you an kind of an indication of size, they're massive. Biggest one I've seen so far was probably about 24 inches across. They're related to, well, I say related, they're kind of like chicken of the woods. They are technically edible if you get the new, like, soft outer edges, but most of the time they're not worth picking. But either way, it's still another kind of mushroom out there if you are looking to scrounge something up and want to give something a try. I did actually find a couple May apples earlier, and to be honest, not a fan. Bit into one. The outside is bitter, it's astringent. The seeds and stuff on the inside taste, they taste pretty good, but I'm not a fan. They're almost nutty, but it's a textural nightmare. So I will not be picking any more of those until I do some more reading and figure out if there's a better way to consume them. But yeah, so that's a quick foraging update. In other news, I can't even talk today. In other news, I am coming up on the end of the bear closure and probably another 0.2. So just trucking along. Once I get to that point, I got 5 miles to town. Feels good. We're going to keep rolling, keep descending, and see what else is down this trail. Just when I thought I was getting grumpy about not being able to see any snakes, find this little dude. Can't tell if it's a male or a female, but it's just a young black rat snake. Boop. Yep. Just slithered right on in there. I'm not going to disturb him anymore. Probably about 18 inches long. Feels good to find my little reptilian friends again. Yeah, that was a spider web. Hang on. And of course I just stuck my poles down in poison ivy. I can't win. Ugh. Nasty, nasty webs. And now I can't win. Yeah, get off me. Well, I was having a good time. Just a nasty, stringy old spider web. And of course, I gotta try and find something to scrub down my poles tonight. But yeah, so I am descending into town. About to come up on the one thing I've been looking forward to all day long. And I will get back to you when I do. There's a line of rocks in the way of the Tennessee Virginia state line. 3.5 miles to Damascus. So I've walked back to my home state. This seems like a pretty good place to stop, but my crap's down into town, so 3.5 miles to go. 1 liter of water, I got this. Check back in when I get to the edge of town. You know something? It feels really darn special to walk back into your own state. So that's 3 states down. 470 miles down. So get back into my own state right after I see a snake for the first time in a while. Of course, the second I get back into my state, I find a turkey feather. Obviously, I'm going to be carrying this turkey feather into town, and I'm probably going to mail it home to my parents, along with some other crap I need to get rid of. because I'm swapping out more gear. The outfitter tomorrow, I'm going to be getting some new shoes and possibly a new raincoat. I don't know, because the last one I had, it doesn't seem to be doing the trick. But I am 0.8 out of town, out of the center of town. I think I'm like 0.4 away from the edge of Damascus. So I'll walk down there and I'll bring you back when I get to that point. And here we get out of the woods off the Appalachian Trail right onto a road. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the start of Damascus, Virginia. My first town in my home state. Now I need to figure out exactly where I'm going. This person has a white blaze on the maple tree in their front yard, which leads me to believe that I am on the right track. So now that I'm actually to Damascus, I get to switch over to yet another section on Gut Hook that is Southern Virginia, and that will help me get through this town and up to the other side. I'll check back in when I can figure out where I'm going. Welcome to Damascus, Virginia. Let's see what we got here. This might help. Okay, so I am good question. Creeper Trail. Okay. My turkey feather. Anyway, I just came in right there. So I need to go up through town, and I gotta get over to here at the Broken Fiddle. So I'm gonna do that. That is apparently the shelter for the AT you can stay at if you're here in town. I've also heard that locals tend to heckle hikers when they stay there. So, I mean, you are kind of right in people's front yards and whatnot. So, speaking of which, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna get to where I need to go, maybe grab something to eat, and yeah, we'll see what happens next. I gotta go that way. All right, so I had a great day today. 21.6 miles from Tennessee 91 into here in Damascus, Virginia. I just feel so good walking back to your own home state. So 3 down, 11 to go. Tomorrow morning, gotta pop to the local outfitter, check out and see if they got the right kind of shoes, because I do need some new shoes. My feet have been killing me in those Ultras. I think I wore through them faster than I believed I would. So I'll check that out tomorrow. Maybe swap out a couple other things. I do have to mail some stuff home, but it's great because I have a local post office that I can get to. The only bummer I found out is the awesome local coffee shop is going to be closed. They're closed Wednesdays. Sucks. But gonna make it work. Gonna be probably heading out of town here around 11 o'clock, maybe noon-ish. Don't know how far I'm gonna go, but I'll check in with you as soon as I do know. And like always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow.